Hi writers, thanks for tuning in to another writing lesson. So let's see, last time I was showing you how to take some notes from your research. And so today I'm going to show you how to compile all your research together, and I'm going to show you how to put it into some categories. I've read you several books on some animals, and I just wanted to show you the way some books have organized the information. Now, this book that I read, some of reptiles. Reptiles is the large topic, but there are a lot of subtopics, and you can see them in the table of contents. So there's turtles, there's crocodiles, snakes and lizards, tarantulas. So these are all the subtopics under the main topic of reptiles. Another book that I had read parts of was A Pack of Wolves and Other Canine Groups. This book as well is broken into subtopics. It's about who lives in a wolf pack, how do wolves have babies, how do they communicate? So those are all topics within the large topic of wolves. So today I'm going to show you how to take your notes that you've got and divide them into some subtopics. So let me share my screen with you so we can get back to my notes on dolphins. Here were some questions that I had from the last time that we met, and I'd only added one. What are dolphins? Because I thought that that would have been a great place to start if someone was reading my report and they had no idea what a dolphin was. These were some of my other questions that I had about dolphins. Are baby dolphins born knowing how to swim? How long can a dolphin hold its breath? What types of food do dolphins eat? And how many years can a dolphin live? Those are my questions. Those are going to be my subtopics within my general large topic of dolphins. Now what I need to do is I need to go through each of my statements. But before I do that, since we're working online, I'm going to turn these into a different color. We'll go dark purple here, just so that you can see how I'm going to be sorting. Okay, so what are dolphins? Let me put a little bit of space in between my questions here so that I can place those questions. I'm going to go through each of my statements here that I've written, and I'm going to think, okay, which question or subtopic does this answer belong into? It says dolphins mostly eat fish. They also like squid, shrimp, crabs, and octopuses. Well, this is definitely about what types of food do dolphins eat. So I'm going to move this. Cut that out, and I'm going to put that up here under what types of food do dolphins eat. Now I'm going to go to my next one and see. It says they don't chew their food with their teeth, they just gulp it. Okay, well, that's more about what dolphins eat. So I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to put that into this category. I'm going to give a little bit of space just so that my facts don't get to be too confusing. Let me get rid of some of these other spaces so we can see the next one. So the next one says, dolphins sometimes hunt in teams. They swim in a circle around a school of fish to capture and eat them. Okay, well, this is definitely more about eating. So I'm going to cut this one out and put it up in my category about eating. Let's see, my next question. Dolphins are not born knowing how to swim, but after taking their first breath, they are able to swim and breathe on their own. Oh, well, are baby dolphins born knowing how to swim? Well, there we go. That's where this one needs to go. So I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to put it over here under this topic. Go to my next one. dolphins are mammals like humans. Oh, well, that is going to go up here. What are dolphins? Dolphins are humans. Dolphins are mammals like humans. That was silly of me to say that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Because they are mammals, dolphins breathe air. They have lungs and not gills. Well, that's completely connected to this one up here. So that goes under what are dolphins? Okay, let's go to my next one. Some space up here. Like all mammals, dolphins are warm-blooded. Oh, well, it's talking about mammals again. So that's got to go up here with what are dolphins? Cut this one and there. Okay, now let's take a look at some of my subtopics here. And I've got them separated out by color so then you can see. What are dolphins? Well, I've got at least 2 facts there. Are baby dolphins born knowing how to swim? Well, I've got 1 fact, and actually this one, because they are mammals, dolphins breathe air. They have lungs and not gills. This is actually more about how long can a dolphin hold its breath? Although that's not an answer to that question just yet, this statement does allude to that topic more than the one that I had it under. So I'm going to move that. Okay. Now I see here that I have information about each question, except for this one, how many years can a dolphin live? So even before I would meet with my partner, I can see that I am missing some information about that. I know I'm going to have to find that information later today. Now, after you have done this for yourself, organized all of your notes with your questions and your answers and getting your subtopics correctly placed, these are some questions that you will think about when you virtually meet with your partner. So I wrote them down on my PowerPoint so that everybody can remember them and not be, surprised when their partner asks them these questions. So the first one is, you want to ask your partner do you think I have enough information for my written report? Why or why not? Well, we're going to use mine to go through this. Do I have enough information for my written report? I sure don't, because this question I don't have any answers for. And some of these other questions, like how long can a dolphin hold its breath? I didn't find the exact answer for that yet, so I need to do a little bit more research on that one as well. What subtopics do you think need more information? Oh, well, I just answered that. Those 2 subtopics that didn't have enough, it was pretty obvious. I don't even have an answer here. And this one about holding its breath is incomplete. And I mean, I could even get a little bit more information about what are dolphins. I'm sure there's more I could add there at the very least. Let's go to the next one. What additional subtopics might I want to include in my report? Ooh, an additional subtopic would be another question. I'm going to write that down for myself because, yeah, I think I could ask another question. I'm just going to come back to that for later, but I wrote myself a note so I don't forget. Now, I also want you to think about how to work together because we're going to be doing this virtually. It's not quite the same as being on the rug or at your desk. But either way, if you and your partner disagree about how to organize your notes, what will you do? Some thoughts on that are that as a writer, you get to decide how you want your report to go. However, you probably should listen to what your partner is saying because they're your audience. And if they're telling you that something's confusing or something doesn't make sense, maybe try to just hear what they're saying, because you want your report to give information to people. And if there's something that you're missing in order to be able to do that, keep it in mind. And then why is it important to disagree in a respectful way? We just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and we don't want to take away any of the hard work that students have been putting into their report on an animal. Okay? So for writing time today, I want you to organize your notes into subtopics or groups, like I just showed you how to do with mine. I want you to write the names of the subtopics on index cards or on just a separate piece of paper so that you can manipulate them, so you can move them around. You can do them on the computer like I showed you if you feel confident in being able to cut and paste. Be creative. You organize your subtopics in a way that makes sense for you. Then you've got to decide where you need more information. I would wait on that one until after you have met with your partner. I mean, unless you automatically know that you need more information, then obviously keep doing that. And then bind together, just put together your notes with your subtopics in an organized way so that when you come back to writing the next day that you are prepared. All right, we'll check the included list for your partner and email them or call them on the phone to figure out a good day and time to connect with them so that you can both talk about your research. Happy writing!